Imagine you pay your HOA dues on time, attend every meeting, follow every rule, and one night the HOA president stands up, smiles sweetly, and says, "You're no longer allowed in this room." The air froze. Imagine the neighbors staring. Imagine your chair being removed while you're still sitting in it. Imagine being told you're too disruptive when all you did was ask for financial transparency. That was the night Karen tried to erase me. She adjusted her pearl necklace like she was crowning herself queen. "Effective immediately," she said, tapping her clipboard. "You are banned from attending future HOA meetings." Gasps, whispers, phones halfway lifted to record. I stood there, calm, because here's what Karen didn't know. I had read the bylaws, every single page. Welcome to the HOA Tales, where entitlement always backfires. Smart wins, loud loses, every time. If you love sweet revenge served intelligently, you're in the right place. But before we continue, tell us where you are watching from. It makes us happy to see how far our stories travel. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now, let me tell you how a woman who tried to silence me ended up resigning in front of the same neighbors she tried to turn against me. And it all started with one sentence on page 47. Karen thought banning me would make me small. Instead, it made her careless. She stood at the front of the clubhouse the following month, glowing under fluorescent lights, smug confidence dripping from every word. "As previously announced," she said, "certain disruptive homeowners will not be permitted inside." The door was locked, and I was outside. Neighbors shifted uncomfortably. Some avoided eye contact, others pretended not to see. I knocked, not aggressively, just once. Then I held up a printed copy of the HOA bylaws against the glass. Page 47. Article 3, Section 8. No member in good standing may be denied access to general meetings under any circumstances. Silence. Karen's smile flickered. The vice president leaned over to look, then leaned back slowly. I didn't yell. I didn't argue. I simply called out through the door, calm enough for phones to capture clearly, "Are you sure you want to violate the bylaws in writing while being recorded?" You could feel the temperature change. Someone unlocked the door. Karen laughed, too loudly. "Oh, please, we were just clarifying procedure." But it was too late. Her authority had cracked. Because the moment she stepped aside and I walked in, calmly, quietly, the room shifted. For the first time, neighbors weren't whispering about me, they were whispering about her. And Karen, she didn't realize yet that page 47 wasn't the real trap. The real trap was page 52. Karen tried to recover. She straightened her blazer, cleared her throat, and forced that brittle smile back into place. "Let's proceed," she snapped, pretending nothing had happened. But the room wasn't hers anymore. It was watching, waiting. She rushed through the agenda: landscaping contracts, parking violations, community beautification initiatives. Her voice was tight now, sharp, defensive. Then I raised my hand, slowly, calmly. "Before we move on," I said, "I'd like to reference page 52. Her jaw twitched. Page 52. Article 5, Section 2. All board expenditures exceeding $5,000 require a full member vote and transparent disclosure of vendor relationships." I let that sit. Then I projected the email, the landscaping contract she approved alone. $18,740, awarded to Greenscape Solutions, owned by her brother-in-law. The silence wasn't silence anymore. It was oxygen leaving the room. Someone whispered, "Is that legal?" The vice president went pale. Karen's pearls looked tighter around her neck. This is a smear attempt," she stammered. "You're twisting procedural nuance." "No," I said gently, "I'm quoting it." Phones were no longer halfway lifted, they were fully raised. Neighbors who once avoided my eye contact were nodding now. And then the treasurer spoke, softly. "Karen, why didn't we vote on this?" That's when it happened. For the first time in 3 years, Karen didn't have an answer. And the vote that followed? Unanimous. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. The vote wasn't just unanimous. It was brutal. Not loud, not chaotic, just cold. Motion to initiate a formal ethics review of the HOA president. The vice president, voice steady now. Hands rose. Every single one. Even the neighbors who once clapped for her holiday decorating contests. Karen looked around like the room had betrayed her. But power doesn't disappear. It transfers. She tried one last swing. "You think this is about transparency?" She hissed at me. "This is personal," I smiled. "It became personal when you tried to silence me." Then the treasurer cleared his throat again. "There's one more issue," he said quietly. He projected the financial summary: late fees, selective enforcement, Guess whose fines had been quietly waived for 2 years? Karen's. The room didn't gasp this time. It exhaled, like everyone had finally confirmed what they suspected. The ethics review turned into an emergency removal vote. HOA bylaws, page 61. Article 7, removal of an acting president for breach of fiduciary duty. She tried to adjourn the meeting. No one seconded it. She tried to speak. No one listened. And just like that, the same room she once controlled voted her out. Publicly. Recorded. Documented. I didn't clap. I didn't gloat. I just gathered my papers. Because this was never about humiliation, it was about accountability. Karen banned me from a meeting. The bylaws removed her from power. Funny how that works. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now tell me, if someone tried to silence you with authority, would you fight back with emotion or with evidence?